Sometimes we have people that say, we came for the cake.
Yeah.
They've heard from the cake, they've heard
That's
about
cute.
the cake
You're
online.
right.
And they want to see the cake. There's a lot more things than just the cake. My name is Phyllis. I wrote the poem and I wrote the poem. There's another poem you
Okay.
ought to take a look at on the
Sure.
first page of the flip chart over there. The students
Oh, okay.
and the school teacher took the boys from their FFA classes to visit different places and he got jobs for them. He got my dad a job in Phoenix, Arizona,
Oh, how nice.
back in 1940 when Phoenix was just starting.
Who is your hero? Some people may think that Superman's great. I'll not wait for him, he might be late. Spider-Man can climb walls, I am sure, and swing from the rafters with much to endure. But who is your hero? Is it your father or mother? Are they here at home? Is it your sister or brother? Who is your hero this very day? It is someone quite special, I'm here to say. Is it someone of late? I'll bet they were great. A prophet of old? They were wise, I am told. Grandpa's a hero because he is so nice. He's very wise and gives good advice. A hero is someone that changes lives for the good. They help us to do all the things that we should. I am thinking of someone right here in our city. You may not know him, and that's quite a pity. He was a teacher here at Hurricane High and taught students to work and always to try. He taught them to work in a shop class. He taught them to be great and not just to pass. Future Farmers of America was the club that he taught through the years, putting to rest many troubles and fears. Not only a teacher, but a spiritual giant, too. He taught them always the right things to do. It has been said of this teacher by many a lad, I love him so dearly, just like my dad. Elmer Graff was that teacher for 36 years, a hero for many, through laughter and tears. Phyllis Lawton, July 4th, 2012.
Wow, that is
And then
beautiful.
she didn't do any sewing before she started working for me here. But now she has perfected the edges and we had some in the fair in competition. She's learned an amazing art skill.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. So colorful.
Okay, we're going to turn it this way. And fold it back.
Actually, this is too nice for my trailer.
Too nice for your trailer?
Too nice.
I'm sure it's washable.
I would,
That is beautiful.
that's the thing about these blankets, you hate to use them.
Yeah.
That's
That
something.
up there is a project that my mother did.
Oh, okay.
My dad's genealogy line.
Oh,
John Kenton came from England in 1861,
okay.
and they met on the ship, the U.S. Underwriter,
Oh, wow.
and they went to Salt Lake with Brigham Young and the Mormons, and then they were sent down here. Our line is the very first son, John Maurice,
Okay.
the first one over there. There
Okay.
was 12 children, and 11 grew to maturity.
Nice.
And the first son, John Maurice, died at 28 of appendicitis
Oh,
and left my grandpa as a 2-year-old. This is from a doll collection. Rose Frazier had a whole house full of dolls.
wow.
And when she died, she didn't take any of it with her. And I helped the family clean it out.
Yeah.
And that was just some of the most unique stuff I could find.
You're planning to go to the river with the dinosaur footprints in it?
Dinosaur tracks?
Yes,
Yeah,
the dinosaur
the
tracks
one over by
tomorrow.
Johnson's farm in St. George.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the research that I had done while we were getting ready for the trip, it stated that they had built the museum around the
Yes.
dinosaur tracks.
I've been there.
In about 1861, Apostle Erastus Snow was traveling from Virgin City to St. George. As he came down the hill, a strong gust of wind blew the top off his buggy. He said, "That was quite a hurricane. We should call this place Hurricane Hill." Years later, when the town was named, Hurricane was chosen.
And he got leukemia and couldn't do the artwork anymore.
Oh, wow.
But he still does photography.
Oh, nice.
And I have got some beautiful pictures. Have you been to Zion yet? I forget if I asked you that already.
No, we're going to be taking the Humvee tour tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah. So it's going to be the sunset tour.
The sunset tour.
In a Humvee? Wow.
Yeah, they got the Red Rock Humvee tours down the street. So yeah, we're going to be going on one of those tours.
Be beautiful.
Yeah.
This one is Bryce.
Okay.
That's pretty.
It's Bryce Canyon?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My mother was raised out in there, down below Bryce.
Okay.
And Daddy was raised here, and there was always this thing about which one's the prettiest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everywhere you look, it's just awesome.
Yeah, this is really gorgeous. It's got marked on the back here with Thor's hammer, Bryce Canyon.
Oh,
This is a little town, it's a ghost town, it's Grafton.
Oh, we heard about that from the lady that works at the hotel that we're at.
That's Monument Valley. This is what it looks like up there now with the yellow leaves. And this is what it looks like in Zion when it snows.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's one of my favorite ones. I've seen it in the snow. This is an alphabetical listing of the old homes in town and the people that first lived in them.
how cool is that?
And this flip chart is more prints of the artwork of this same. Get a
Oh
closer
yeah, let's
picture.
get a close. Yeah, good idea.
Right up here. Lauren Covington
Okay.
is the artist of all of these paintings.
Oh, wow.
It turns as you walk by. If you look at it from over there, he's facing you over there. The feet, the body, the eyes, and the eyes of the sheep that are facing forward turn and look at you. This picture, as well as these other big pictures, hung in churches here, and they were painted by Lauren Covington. And everybody sitting in church would have thought that he's looking at them. But everybody else in church thought he
The
was
same
too.
thing, yeah.
He's watching all of us, isn't he?
There you
Right.
go. Even the sheep, you say. Let's try that. By golly.
Recognize this one?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Eyes follow, all right.
The white frame pictures are the mothers of these boys, the Gold Star mother.
A blue star was hung by every door where a daughter or son has gone to war. It was a dreaded time, a terrible day. They wished at home their child could stay. The news of war was a fearful sound to those with loved ones the world around. The mothers wept, the fathers too, but there was nothing they could do. Prayers went up from the world around that peace would come and soon be found. It came too late for some we know, an empty chair at their table did show. The blue star by the door is changed to gold. This sad story is now told. The Gold Star Mother is an honor not to be sought, for the price of a loved one is how it is bought. By Phyllis Lawton.
This one is my grandma. And this is her oldest son, my dad's older brother. He was a little older than the other boys. He had been on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He came home and he says, "Mom, I know I'm going to have to go in the military. Should I just go or should I get married?" He had a girlfriend, and Grandma shook her finger at him and she said, "You get every bit of happiness you can. And that would be my advice to you. You get every bit of happiness you can.
Yeah.
he got married and he had a 2-year-old daughter when he was called up. And he had another little girl shortly after he died.
Oh,
So it was good advice.
yeah.
Somebody asked me why he was preserved, how he managed to survive for 2 weeks after Iwo Jima began the war. And most of the men died the first day.
Yeah.
And my aunt told me he was held back on the ship to go in and clean up the dead bodies,
Oh,
to do what had to be done after the fact.
oh, wow.
But there were still snipers, and one of the snipers got him. Quite a few boys from this town.
War is a horrible thing.
Get you out of bed in the morning.
Yes, it does.
But she's allowed to work from home, which is pretty good during the COVID
during
problem and everything.
You know, at the time I actually used a ringer washer once.
My mother bought a motel in '69, and that's what the lady had.
Yeah.
And she didn't want anything else until she split her hand in it. Then she quit working, and my mother got an automatic washer.
That's the infamous bacon.
That's the bacon that matches the wedding cake. The man called me on the phone, and he said that they were tearing down an old house where his parents had lived, and he wanted to know if I wanted the bacon. And the story there on the label tells about I went to get it, and it was hanging in a bag, an old flour sack. These are some of the old flour and sugar sacks. And I took it out and put it in a container and washed the bag. Had to boil the bag to get the grease out of it. It's cured, I think, 1945. It was hung down there.
Yep.
And left hanging all these years.
I love these stories. Oh, it's wonderful.
We got some green beans over there. We're not going to eat that either.
Holy cow.
I don't have a date for those. Those were here when I started, and I started working here in 1994. Those are older than that. By the green beans,
Wow.
up above that is some lye soap.
Yeah.
And my grandma thought nothing got things as clean as lye soap. Hey, this man was married to Rebecca Dack, and she died on Christmas Day. They didn't know what one child was. This is my husband and I,
Oh.
and this is our 6 kids, and this is all their cousins. And Amos only had 2 children. That's all they could get. And they always wished they had more. Back in those days, you needed more sons to grow the food.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's there?
No, that's another one. This was the real house over here on the corner. It's a yellow house with a white picket fence around it.
Somebody living there?
No, it's a part of our museum.
Okay, I got it.
And it's open till 5 also.
Okay.
So you
Holy
got
cow,
time.
where does the
Got all
time
the
go?
time you need. And each man in their turn rode along this little white line where the
Okay.
red arrow is.
Yeah.
And made sure that the ditch was still intact. After the builders of the canal got through building,
Okay.
then they maintained it.
Okay.
And this
Now, do they
is,
still have detritus to this day?
there's a trail there.
Okay.
It doesn't have water anymore.
Okay.
It is a story of water, the why that they came. The problem of water is always the same. Without the water, there is no place to stay. Too much water and the farms washed away. The people came early to build homes by the river. The floods in the spring with fear made them quiver. The people needed high ground so the floods could not reach to wash them away, a lesson to teach. The 4,000 acres of land on the bench was worth all the work to dig the big trench. The year that they started was 1893. The year that they moved here, the town came to be. In 1906, 11 families came to stay. At last, the water could not wash them away. By Phyllis Lawton.
This is a really cool fridge.
Oh,
Ice
yeah.
box, rather.
Oh, okay,
Big
yeah.
chunk of ice goes in there?
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
the ice on the left side and then all your food goes on the right.
Mm-hmm.
This little cabinet's really, really cute too. If you
Yeah, I really like that. That looks really nice.
This pulls down,
Wow.
you put your flour in here,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
and then you got your little sifter right here.
Oh, cool.
Huh,
Isn't that cute?
that is clever.
Yeah, that is cool.
Little flour sifter under there.
It's got all your little.
Yeah, sweet.
Steam iron over there on the ironing board. Pick it
Wow.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, imagine
Sorry?
that's pretty heavy.
Pick it
Pick it
up.
up, she said.
Oh, God. That is way
Yeah.
too heavy. Our ancestors were very strong people.
I just don't know why they needed that heavy of an iron.
A lot of bad creases, I guess, to get out or put in.
They just wanted to keep their muscles. I guess why the men were scared of them.
Yeah.
Did you get to see my hurricane tigers quilt over there?
Yes, that was absolutely. When she told us about the tigers, I had to actually lean down in because I didn't see it right away. So yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that was. Here we go. That was fun.
Yeah.
By the time it was done, I was glad to see it go.
Melanie and I took this out
Mm-hmm.
and copied the pattern and made that one.
This one?
That one,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
That's another one.
Oh, high school. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Can see, they don't look,
That one.
this one.
It's from Grandma Hinton's H quilt, but we did it in the Hurricane High School colors.
Oh wow.
Cool.
And I can't sell that one either.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, there's too much work and we paid almost $200 to have it quilted with the tigers in it. It was a lady
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh,
What you're
I
saying. Yeah,
see.
yeah.
towards Salt Lake. And we took it up there and she had a machine that she could set the computer in
Yeah, yeah.
and make
Yeah.
the different designs.
This is an old butter churn.
Okay.
It's got the handle over here on the side.
Yeah.
How does this one work?
You turn the handle.
Oh,
And then
okay.
these turn around and you just keep mixing the
Cool.
the cream until it gets to the butter stage.
And
Yeah.
the cream separator up there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's the
Really?
water heater.
Oh,
The
okay.
piping out runs through this
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and then back up in.
Oh.
So,
Dr. Harold, I was the first doctor?
yeah,
Wow,
and he actually invented the EKG machine.
Okay.
that's
And
amazing.
this is his prototype right here.
must be some really nice light shows in the stars at night.
Oh, there can be. Yeah, yeah. It can be very beautiful.
As we were driving, Care, was it the second night? Tony
you
saw
were telling me
3
about the-
shooting stars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about the shooting stars.
Yeah, we
And-
used to sleep out all the time as kids, and you just sit there and count the shooting stars till you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Wow. Hello, sweetie.